Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgannon, and I bid you all welcome back to Gothic 2. Been away for a while. You know what? I just needed a little holiday on the beach, as it were. But no, it's just been very busy, and I've not been able to get around to recording an episode, and now we are losing a lot of frames. So, last episode, what happened? We found Quarhodron, and he told us the secret to getting into the Temple of Adanos. I did test it. I did confirm that, yeah, I don't know why I never tested before, but you absolutely do not need to find all the mansions, even though they're supposed to have the clues to help you get through the traps. So Satyrus implores you to find them all. But really, you don't need to. If you know the solution to the traps, or you're willing to just kind of trial and error, you absolutely do not need to do all this. But we're gonna do it because it's part of the lore. First things first, we can actually talk to Satyrus about freeing the slaves.
Wait a minute.
Which I don't know why we couldn't do that in the last episode as soon as we did it.
I have freed the prisoners.
Very good. May they return safe and sound to their homeland.
So that's
May
that.
Adanos
Just for the sake of the XP. Anyway, I figured we'd start with the canyon first. Now, last episode, I believe I mentioned that my friend Vaana has released a video on some of the lesser-known history of Piranha Bytes, including a game that never really got announced. And the reason I bring it up now is because, well, I forgot to actually link to it in the last episode. So it's going to be in the description and the pinned comment on the top of this one if I don't forget to. Again. But it's interesting how it actually ties in to this area here. So I'll let you all check that out and see what the deal is behind that. But anyway, we're here because last time we cleared out, well, not last time, but last time we were here, we cleared out the canyon of all manner of beasts. I never set foot inside that structure built into the mountain there. And that is our next target, because that, it turns out, is the Library of the Scholars. And it's very important to make sure that if you came through here before, you should still have the key that was on one of the orc shaman. I believe it was the leader of the horde. Because we will need that key inside to get what we actually need. Now, one orc managed to elude us last time because he disappeared under the ground, but his time has finally come. Now this bit's gonna get a bit rough. First enemy we encounter in here. Oh, before I forget, I did end up going back to Corinus, getting the whatever I needed to get the storm rune. The reason the rune is kind of annoying is because it costs quite a bit of mana. So we cannot get two casts out of it without having to quaff some potions. And since it doesn't kill most things here in one shot, it does make my strategy a bit more difficult. The fire devils, luckily, go down very easily to ice damage. But there are other enemy types here that are not so simple to dispatch. The rain spell, or the storm spell, is really all we got. So, if you don't have the key, you cannot open that door down there. This one, I think, is still unlocked. But you can get some tablets in there. Right, left, right, left, right. Right, left. Bunch of crap. So, We open this door. What horrors await? There's a stone sentinel there. Now, if we had more summon skeletons, probably work out pretty well. We do have the fire rain, which will dispense with the stone sentinels pretty easily. But my ideal strategy here, we quaff a speed potion. We can do a run around with this. You might even... The animation on this is so long, I don't think it's really possible. I think theoretically, you could... Holy moly! Wow, that guy's fast! I did not think the Fire Devil would make it in that time. And they are as fast as a dang... Holy moly! It might even be faster than the damn Shadow Beast. That did not happen last time. Come on, hit the buzzard. Oh boy. It's gonna be troublesome. Alright, well. That's annoying, because since we ran so far away, now all of these stone sentinels down there that we hit with a storm spell will be back at full health. Oh well, we'll manage. So my usual strategy is to do the storm spell, then fall back and close the door. Since we actually got halfway in the animation. Yeah. So that's a... That would have thrown off the trick there. So if you can't get canceled in a door closing animation, if it's like halfway open, it'll start from closed and you'll end up opening it again. So that's why I made sure it was all the way open. Okay, sweet. It didn't get full health. So finish him off. There's gonna be another one down here. Gotta give him the whack. Didn't get any damage on him last time. But, now close the door. Back away just so he can't cheese us through it. Top up. And chuck another one in for good measure. He might come back in time, but let's make sure. There we go. That's the end of them. Now, if we want to make sure we clear this all out before we lose the effect of the sprint potion. So these tablets here cannot be read if you do not have the ability to read the basic language. Now all of this goes over the history of the downfall of Jharkendar. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll let you kind of pause if you want to read it. But in a nutshell, it explains kind of the order of events. And believe it or not, I think I said last time, there's no way to know... what was there no way to know? What did I say that you could not have figured out? Let me actually kind of glance over these. One of his questions I said... would have been kind of a guess. But now I've forgotten what it was. I think it was the one about, the priests giving him a direct order or something?
Nothing there.
Don't quite remember. But one of those is answered here. But the big secret is one we're gonna learn either on this one or the next one on the far side. So we see how Quahodron's hubris is kind of what led to the great calamity that befell them. because the warriors were too proud to yield the decision of their... Hang on. Something's wrong here. Oh, I don't have any of this shit equipped. Why is that the only belt I have? I thought I had a magic belt. I was wondering why my mana seemed so low. I think I took those off because I was leveling up mana as well. I wanted to make sure I didn't pass the threshold where things got more expensive. So, it's gonna be one of them assholes out here. Oh, two of them assholes, in fact. Let's hit him up with another. But more importantly... Oh god, it didn't work. Okay, there we go. More importantly, let's get rid of the Fuego Devil. Actually, I think a rain and... or storm... I keep calling it rain. Storm... or even better... a bit of this. That didn't work. Great. No big, because we can just close the door. That was some very aggressive incoming music. Hit him with some of that. Top up. And a bit of this. Oh god, the wall! That's fine. That's fine. So the rest of the secrets are down here, so yeah, you... Hello! Good lord, I am out of touch today. Get the door, get the door, get the door! Apologize to your ears for all the yelping. Oh, what? Fine, we got the bonk stick. Well, I broke my never commit to melee rule, but we'll live with that one. Anyway, if you end up going down this path first, you'll end up reading the history out of order. But the main one I wanted to see here, I think one of the last ones, we might have even read the last one out of order too. I think you're supposed to read the upper floor one, then the two in the lower floor, and then move on to this one. So, this is how we were supposed to understand that we could not have known who sealed the portal. Because if we claim to be a guardian of the dead by summoning Quarhodron, this here says that the guardians were banished before really the Great Civil War happened and the portal was sealed, and you know, after the Cataclysm and all that. Which kind of begs the question: why was Quarhodron not suspicious at us playing at being a guardian? Because all of them were supposed to be gone. But I suppose he just kind of surmised that after many years had passed, someone came back from their banishment to try and figure out what the hell happened. So I guess it all adds up. Anyway, so that's this place. Yeah, the story of the downfall of Jharkendar is a somewhat interesting one. It's kind of one of those weird cases where they put a decent amount of thought into a backstory and just had it all written on a bunch of inscriptions and books and stuff. You don't really get to live it or see it. Obviously it was supposed to be in the past, but you know, since we don't see anybody or really talk to any characters besides Quarhodron who are part of it, kind of a shame. Smell something. Something fishy. By fishy, I mean... almost smells like gasoline? Oh boy. End up this way. What is that? What on earth is this doing here? A husk of a vehicle. Well, I always wanted to make a game with cars, you know. S. Interesting. So yes, this is one of the more well-known Easter eggs. There is a legitimate way to get up here. You know, legitimate. You still kind of have to go out of bounds. I don't really feel like putting you through all that. Figured a little bit of a cheat was in order here. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't remember a safe way down. But we got means. Yeah. Oh, free potion. Turn that off. So, I mentioned before, my friend Vaana kind of dug into some of the history of Piranha Bytes, including a game that Easter egg is kind of sort of a call-out to. So again, I encourage you to go watch that. Very compelling stuff. One of those cases where I always kind of have an affinity for cut content in canceled games. But I'm not one of those people who are always kind of obsessed with the idea that, oh, this game would have been better if they didn't make changes. Because obviously things get cut for a reason. But games that got canceled, there could be any number of reasons. It could have been a great game in the works, and it just got canceled for budget reasons, or, you know, moronic publishers who thought there just wasn't a market for it, so stopped investing resources. This game and the story surrounding it was all kind of a troubled order of events. It was kind of a shame. There's another case of Piranha Bytes trying to break some ground in a lot of technology and gameplay. Or at least that was their intent. Kind of a shame that they become a very paint-by-numbers developer in the modern day. But what are you gonna do? Riordian, I think you'd like to know what we found.
Hey, you! About the mansions?
Yes?
The orcs seem to be interested in the library of the scholars.
Do you think they could read the ancient language?
I don't think so, but who knows?
Perhaps you should make sure that they go away, nevertheless.
The orcs will soon lose interest in this area.
What makes you say that?
Their leader is dead.
Let's just hope you are right. We really don't need disturbances of that sort right now.
No, we sure don't. But there weren't many of them. I don't think they're our greatest concern. Anyway, we got this yellow stone tablet. Why don't we take a peek at it before turning over to Cetras? Where you at? There you at. I, who was against the decision of the three, built the first trap, and only I know the correct doorway. Hopefully that'll make sense
Hey!
when we need it to.
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
This piece was lying in a large building in a deep ravine.
That was the library of the ancient people. Apparently a tablet of the scholars. Many of the scripts we have found can be traced to the leader of the caste of scholars. Curiously enough, he did not leave his own name behind anywhere. In all, there must be 5 of the sort of stone tablet hidden around. Fine, here is good.
We all know that bit.
Hey, I don't...
Alrighty, let's take a nap here. And then move on. So we know where the last two are. They're pretty close to each other, and we got the shortcut opened. We do have to be careful here, because remember that hermit that we met in the last episode does not like bandits and can easily recognize them. And since he's squatting not very far from this teleporter, make things very awkward if he were to spot us. Let's head this way. We got Manti over there. Interesting how if you hit these things dead on, they don't really seem to recoil if they're running straight at you. But if you manage to get all the hits on their back... Whoops, that's not how this works. I tried to hit a quick save button, but that doesn't exist. Actually, quick save and quick load do exist in this game. You have to enable them in the config file. But I don't recommend it, because those files can easily become corrupted. By those, I mean that one, because there's only the one. Alright, now here's the trick here. You'll notice there's a couple goblins in that building over there. But there ain't just goblins. So quaff another one of these. And then do some of this. Do a little drive-by, as it were. Then we gotta retreat. Oh no, I've done it again. Whoa. He ain't happy. You still wounded? Yes. Hello. Smartass. So yeah, that orc shaman is what we were really worried about. Now the interesting thing about the like AoE spells like rain and fire, storm and fire rain, keep calling it rain. Pretty sure that their hitboxes actually goes further behind you than it does in front of you. Not sure why that is. Yeah, beware of these goblin warriors, they carry axes. Running low on potions. Should perhaps be a bit more conservative with them. But this storm... Christ's sake. Storm spell. Just a bit too useful. Annoyingly, when we reload the game, we lose the sprint from the speed potion. Oh, we can't reach scavengers from there. Damn. Bugger! Grab these mushrooms. We're gonna need these later.
Nothing there.
Now, I said before how many mushrooms there were in the entire game. We're nowhere close to that. I make no promises that I'm gonna find them all. As I said, every 50 mushrooms gets you 5 points of mana in this game. So it pays to find them all, but I don't think the payoff's worth the investment of time. We get more than enough mana in this game. I already go farther than most people do in terms of trying to max it out. Not really max it out. There is no hard maximum. So you see what I mean? It seems like spinning around makes sure that you hit more targets than you do just facing forward. Which kind of makes me think that the actual AoE might start from where the camera is and not from where the character is, which is a weird thing to think. I'm not sure if that's true. Alright, so we're gonna do another dash, another one of these, and if you're having trouble finding speed potions, it's not that big a deal. I'm actually gonna want all these guys following us. So there is no stun lock in this game, thankfully. Nothing that can... Get out of the way. Nothing that can get you locked out of casting spells. Not like the first Gothic game. So strategies like that, if you're willing to take the hits, are still worth it. This spark a light for all you YouTube viewers, since I know it's a bit difficult to see when both my software and YouTube all seem to affect the light levels and make it very hard to predict how the end result's gonna look. So, chest here has the blue stone tablet. Now, where's that one going? There you at. Cardamon devised the second trap, and only he who follows the way of light to the end will reach the third chamber. I feel like more than any other track, the bits that play in these mansions evokes... not so much this chorus bit, but evokes kind of what Kai Rosenkrantz was going for in the Risen soundtracks, I suppose. Now again, we're about to run past a hermit. I don't want him getting angry, especially because I'm about to borrow his bed. Yeah, this bed is a convenient thing if you're trying to, like, branch out from here. If you don't feel like quaffing a whole bunch of potions, you can instead just turn around and repeatedly rest. Now, resting, interestingly, does not reset the timer on stuff like speed potions, because they are a running timer and not based on the time of day. Oh boy. Quick, quick, quick. Actually, let's just do it this way. That ain't working. That ain't working. So long. Not the hermit! Not the hermit, yes! Why did you change targets? Targeting in this game, always been a nightmare. Man, I gotta adjust the levels on the microphone. I can see the clipping from when I raise my voice. And I do apologize. It's kind of annoying because this microphone does have a sort of built-in auto level that applies itself when I don't want it to. But when I'm actually exceeding the level, the amplitude in Audacity, it doesn't seem to do anything about it. Alright, so around the corner we got Snippy Snaps. Other critters. So let's hit these idiots. And hit those idiots. Yeah, stuff like Storm is very helpful. Left, right. What the hell just happened? What has occurred? What Beg your pardon? Hi? Yes? What? I don't understand what just happened there. That was weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And even the bugs are new and exciting in this game. Okay, why don't we... Let's just hit up the bed over here once more. Actually, now I think about it, I want another summon skeleton scroll for what's up ahead.
Hey! Let's...
Might as well take them all. They don't cost much. Pulling off all this garbage. We're really never gonna need a pickaxe again. Nice to finally be rid of that thing and not have to worry about it. I didn't mean to sell all the sulfur, but that's fine. Oh, we never turned this in. That's supposed to go to Karas. Can't remember if we got that quest. Don't sell that, we shall need that. Reptile skins are useless because Bosper won't take them and they aren't good for anything. Suppose that'll do. And guess while we're here, get the XP for the blue tab.
You.
Hey, you! Turn around.
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
I broke them.
I found these tablets in a structure to the southwest.
Judging from the tablet, it has something to do with the housing for the priests of the city. The name of the highest priest was Cardamon. We don't know much about him. In all, there must be 5 of this sort of stone tablet hidden around here. Find them and bring them to me. Here is some gold as a reward.
I'll see whether I can find anything.
Good, but hurry. Time is not our ally. May Adanos protect you.
You stay... Okay. I'm gonna say, you stay fixated on that bench. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But I guess not. How we doing? How we doing? Doing alright. So here's the big trick over here. Let's pop this on. I was always kind of impressed with the massive, what do you call them, canyons and shit all over the place around here. Not sure why they felt the need to crisscross the place with so many canyons, but this was kind of the start of, I feel like, I think Bjorn Pankratz actually took a little bit more creative control in Night of the Raven than he did in the previous games, or so much in Gothic 3. I wonder that's why this game, or this expansion, a lot of the Risen games, kind of had more of a tunnel-like approach to some of the level design. Or, area, not really levels, but you know what I mean. Area design. Seemed more focused on pathways than sort of open areas with connections running between them. So we got Schnappers. I don't want to deal with these guys quick. Hello. Took me by surprise. Oh, you guys ain't coming? No big. I think that the effect of the storm spell does last longer than the fire rain, but I've never compared them side by side. It's kind of hard to do because the animation not really clear on how long the hitbox lingers. But anyway, for this fellow, we've learned that skeletons can pretty much solo a troll, which really surprised me. I'll let you have at it. Well, go on. Well, nicely done. It's weird how little damage a troll punch does to a skeleton. You'd think skeletons be slightly weaker to, blunt damage, which you would assume a troll would deal. Also doesn't help that the troll doesn't hit him half the time. But also the skeletons can block the troll punch, which we cannot do with our feeble human arms. The troll is optional, but obviously we want to grab whatever loot he was squatting on. And we want his skiing. Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. That's a loud-ass bird. Wah! One of those. So we can do one of these. Oh boy. That's fine. The thing you have to be careful with these AoE attacks, like the storm and fire rain, is that the area of effect doesn't really go below your current elevation. So enemies that at least their head isn't at the same level as your feet probably won't get hit by it. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left, left. Left, right, left, right, left, left, left. Not worth it. No. Think we got... yeah, there's another dig site here. So you notice... well, there's the mansion we want there. You'll notice all these ruins on the far side there, and something mysterious and glowing. That is very tricky to get to. In fact, I haven't really found a legitimate way that is within my means right now. But we'll address that in a moment. Let's top up. Well, not quite top up, but... 'tis all we need. Actually, these meat bugs are gonna get in the way here. Gonna affect my targeting, so... Oh, that mantis almost walked off. Now, swamp golem over there. Not a fan, not a fan. Swamp golems quite suck. But I have something else in mind for him. And everything else that lies in wait. But this way. Now this is actually... a cave down here that I never knew about. I never saw this little outcrop here. Hidden so well behind these shrubs. But I actually never knew how to get here for the longest time. I think... Where are we at? No, actually I don't think there's... Yeah, there's no, treasure in here, is there? It's a mine crawler in the back end. There's no treasure in here. Or, I mean, like, none of Greg's treasure. But... yeah, I can't remember. I think it was actually the live streams I did prior to starting this walkthrough where I actually figured out that this was down here. Left, 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 right, right. Left, 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 right, right, right. We are really accumulating stone tablets, though. Oh, you know what's another thing? I think I keep selling Dragomir's crossbow back to Garrett. I gotta remember to grab that before we leave. Somebody reminded me of it, and then I immediately sold it back to him. So, my trick here might be considered overkill to some, but it's really all I got. So I'm gonna do these. I want the double hammer. I wish I had a hasty herring so I didn't have to waste this, but what I'm gonna do... I got 2 of these left, so that'll do me alright. Gonna hit this guy with some of that. That'll freeze him for a good while. But I want to make sure he's up so he gets hit by this once we head inside. Because he is not very vulnerable to any other spell we got. I realized I could have just ran past him. If I got the speed potion on. Kinda, what's the point? Oh wow, he can't get up here. You Dorkamungus. That's fine, you just wait there. I realized that would have been a perfect cheese opportunity. If he was stuck on the stairs and we didn't really need to do all this. Oh well. I don't know if he reliably gets stuck on the stairs. If that's a consistent cheese strat. It's not really essential for the zombies since zombies aren't much of a threat, but they soak a lot of hits otherwise, and I frankly don't have the patience. I don't foresee many other occasions where I truly feel like the fire rain is worth hanging on to. I know some people, just to get some early XP, try and save those to end up wiping out as many orcs as they can of the ones besieging the castle in the Valley of Mines. But I don't really feel like that's necessary. Left, right. Once open, got the purple stone tablet. Right, left. Opposite of the left one. So, that's what we got. And this tablet says... There's also Quarhodron who sealed the outer gate of the temple with the help of Cardamon. Neither of them survived the ritual. Only I remain to tell the tale. I hope that Redeemus rots in for eternity in the temple. Wow. For a scholar, you're awfully spiteful. You'd think you would just be there to report the history. So, as I said, this is a tricky situation here. Actually, the speed potion really doesn't help us at all. In many games, having a running start would probably be an advantage here, but running starts really don't do you much good in this game. You would think it would be a simple matter of just running off here and doing a little alley-oop, but the short jump doesn't quite cover it. Now, some of you might recall that in Gothic 1, there was an ability called Acrobatics. That would certainly allow us to clear this gap, and actually make it more survivable, because if you even manage to make a jump like this, you're probably gonna land on your stomach. Aha! That's a strat. Don't go for the bridge. Go for the edge. But you have to spin at the last second. In order to make sure you land on your back, because you take so much more damage when you land on your stomach that even the shortest falls are probably going to be lethal. But just doing a 180 as you are about to land will cause the character to pitch backwards instead of forwards. But the acrobatic skill, believe it or not, does exist in this game. Not everyone might know about it, but it only is acquired by getting 90 dexterity. So it's not a separate skill anymore. It did not exist in Vanilla Gothic 2. It was added in Night of the Raven. But we got some threats around here. There's a threat. We can endure a couple punches. And again, screw it. Resort to the melee. But even if you don't have the acrobatic skill and you have trouble making that jump, which, by the way, that jump is probably one of those things that gets affected by the frame rate of the game, because a lot of movement, collision, and stuff gets real weird at higher frame rates. So if you have something, you can even use fraps or something like that, try and limit your frame rate, you might actually get more clearance. I'm not really sure. But somebody, I forget who, during the live stream actually suggested an alternative strategy, which did work, but kind of came with its own caveats. It worked! Oh my god, he followed me, though. No. Oh god, I'm fucked. Alright, well, it worked. So, hey, if you want to give that a try, go for it. There's a mining site here. I would be very tempted to do it now just so I don't have to try and make that jump again later, but again, we're going to keep that all in one go. Damn! That was my last lockpick. Bugger! I've been too cavalier with those. Did I save after that? I don't think I did. Oh well. We'll have to come back another time. The other thing we picked up here was the magic bow. Much as the magic crossbow and the fire bow, it is absolutely useless once you've used up the only 5 arrows that came with it. And now, one of the more interesting things is actually, I think, hiding back here. This glowing little rock here. A piece of black ore. You'll notice it sits up with the potions for no discernible reason. Try to use it. I don't know why it does the read animation. But the interesting thing about this, even though it strikes you with lightning, it does deal damage. But what does happen, the distortion effect might make you think that it's the same effect as Swampweed. But actually, you'll notice our movement is unhindered. It's basically the effect of Swampweed, but without you being affected by it. So you move at full speed. It doesn't seem to last quite as long either. I don't know why I'm still picking stuff up. I actually want to save that. You move at full speed, but the world around you is slowed down. So it is quite an interesting little thing, and I don't remember how many of those we can find in the game. I don't care about the meadow berries. So, as you can well imagine, getting over here was that tricky. Getting back is not much easier. There's a conventional jump. Does not clear that. So this is actually where I had the most trouble. Getting over here is one thing. Getting back, can't quite remember what the idea is. That's not even close. I like how much it slows you down as you like bounce off the sides, but you still take full damage when you land. I believe if we transform into a warg, we might be able to clear that. Because some critters have a longer jump animation. Gonna take some doing. I think we got it. Yep, there we go. Except that happens. Alright, we can live with that. We can deal with that. Make it work. Made it. I was gonna resort to the golem strat if I have to. But we done it. And most importantly, we got the last stone tablet. But I am gonna have to get back there later on. So I guess if you, unfortunately, manage to find yourself on the other side of that bridge without a transform into warg or wolf or something kind of spell, I don't really know how to help you get back. That's one of the reasons why I basically never sell transformation scrolls. There's always an odd occasion where it can be helpful. Nope, Lizardo. Damn! I didn't mean to use that. What a waste. Oh boy. No, screw you. I can tank your hits. But actually, all these critters here respawn at some point while you're down in that valley area. I'm not sure when or why. Including this stupid lizard. And his lizard buddy behind him. Really? Getting a true Arcania experience with the camera zoomed out like that. Alright, we got everything we need. More importantly, we have things we don't really need, but we're getting anyway. Yeah, we already know the state of them houses. Oh, pardon me, gotta do a jig.
About the mansions?
Yes?
There were a lot of mine crawlers in the house of the priests.
Aren't these animals very uncommon for the area?
They certainly are.
By Adanos, curious things are happening in this area.
The house of the guardians of the dead is dominated by the power of evil. I think I have rarely seen so many zombies in one place.
That is unfortunate. The guardians of the dead were obviously the victims of their special skills. Their connection to the world of the dead damaged them greatly. I hope you were able to free them from their suffering.
Sure was.
I found all of the mansions.
Were they all where they said they would be?
More or less.
Very good. Then my work was worth it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute.
Sir.
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
I found these tablets in a building to the south.
Ah, a tablet of the guardians of the dead. It was they who summoned the spirits of their dead. The builders' connection to their ancestors was very strong. Here is some gold as a reward. Now we have collected all the relics we need.
What exactly do I do with the relics in the temple?
We know too little. However, it is to be hoped that you'll recognize their significance once you're in the temple. I'm sorry that I can't tell you more. It's all up to you now. Take the relics and make your way immediately to the temple. May Adanos be merciful and protect us all. Perhaps it is not yet too late.
Perhaps.
May Adanos
perhaps
protect
not.
you.
So, we are to see for ourselves how these stone tablets can be applied in surviving the hazards of the temple. But unfortunately, they are not the most helpful things in the world. But we'll get to that when the time comes. And the time will come next episode. Because for now, I think it's time we wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very kindly for watching. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, if you're not already a follower there, for live stream shenanigans every weekend. And if you want, you can join on Discord for just a bit of chat and how you do and all that. Otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and see you later.